And I'm back again, I'm back with another one. So we are going to jump in where we left off. Quick little recap. We are talking about the chakras, and there are 8. So listen, before y'all start coming for me talking about it's only 7, that's why you need to pay attention and get this book so you learn something. Okay? Because the 8th is where our archetypes lie. So let's get into it. We're going to start off with the 7th chakra. The lesson of the 7th chakra is to live in the present moment. Okay? The power is inner divinity, and the strength of this chakra is faith in the divine, as well as in inner guidance, insight into healing, and devotion. The shadow is the need to know why things happen as they do, which causes you to live in the past. So stop questioning everything. Because when you start questioning stuff, you can't be in the present if you question what happened yesterday and why it happened. All right. Using your imagination, picture your archetypes descending onto your 7th chakra, which is located just above the crown of your head. Okay. This is the area of the psychophysical body where divine energy or the life force of the universe enters into your physical energy system. This is the initial point at which each archetype pattern becomes personalized into your life. So the universal child archetype, for instance, take on the characteristics of your own inner child. At the 7th chakra, the child may announce itself in the form of inspiration or imagination, the ability to see things afresh without preconceptions. Our 7th chakra, childlike inspirations, misusings, or dreams coax us to make those dreams come true. On the material plane, the 7th chakra will evaluate the spiritual implications of an event or relationship, advising you whether it serves your highest potential. The 7th chakra's energy resonates with the imagination, with the greatest potential of the human spirit and the physical body. When athletes first aim to run a 4-minute mile, or aerospace engineers imagine that they could put a man on the moon, their idea of what was possible was a 7th chakra image. Every greater vision manifests as a personal goal when it descends into the 6th chakra, where visionary energy allies with that of the rational mind. The locale of our spiritual aspirations and development. This energy centers power becomes available to us through meditation. The ancients described mystical experience as a sudden expansion of the energy of the 7th chakra, flooding into the psyche and soul, elevating one's entire being to a level of consciousness that is fully transcendent of the physical world. While the 3rd chakra is your seat of self-esteem and gut intuition, your 7th energy center can inspire you to see beyond the limited range of the separate self and into the transpersonal or cosmic vision. In an epiphany or awakening, the priorities of your inner perceptions are reordered to perceive the presence of the divine within your life. Let's move on to the 6th chakra. Moving on to the 6th chakra, which is your 3rd eye. The lesson of the 6th chakra is seek only the truth. The power is wisdom, and the strength is intellectual skills, evaluation of insights, receiving inspiration, generating wisdom from experience. The shadow of the 6th chakra is defining the truth in self-serving ways. Okay? This chakra resonates with the pineal gland, which is located behind and between your eyes and is so often called the 3rd eye, the center of wisdom in the body. Its power affects the intellect and your ability to articulate vision and inspiration. While we may be able to envision endless dreams and possibilities, we still need an instrument that is skilled at focusing attention and applying imagination. A focused mind and disciplined imagination are two of the strengths associated with this sixth chakra. Once you have the seed of an idea, your sixth chakra helps give it shape. You run the idea through your intelligence to see if you can work with it. You evaluate the idea intellectually and decide whether you want to manage the birth of this idea into its physical form. On the physical level, your sixth chakra mobilizes your intellect and attitudes to deal with any situation and communicate your ideas to those involved. This is also the energy center that empowers our attitudes, beliefs, memories, and the overall character of our rational mind. Whether we are fair and open-minded or judgmental and limited in our capacity to consider new ideas is a manifestation of how we direct the power of this chakra. When we speak of creating our own reality, we are referring to the sixth chakra laboratory in which that process occurs. The use of visualization and positive thinking to maintain or restore physical health is an example of directing the power of the sixth chakra. The sixth chakra imagines a body that is free of illness and then pushes this energetic vision into the fifth, fourth, and remaining chakras to utilize their power as a united system to rebuild the physical form. The blueprint for the overall healing, however, begins in the mind. The energy of the sixth chakra connects with all the other power centers in the body. Let's move on to the fifth. Yeah, gotta use that throat. Got to utilize that throat chakra. Say what you need to say, okay? So the fifth chakra's lesson is to surrender personal will to divine will. The power of this chakra is choice. The strengths are faith, self-knowledge, personal authority, ability to keep your word, and the shadow of it is an obsessive need to control relationships and events. Corresponding to the throat and thyroid gland, the fifth chakra is your center of will, your ability to express your needs and desires, and your power of choice. The force behind acts of creation, choice creates consequence. The fifth chakra is also in the center of the energy of honor. It resonates when you give your word to someone. When you make a commitment, you agree to use the power of your will to hold within you a part of another person's spirit, to be psychologically supportive. Giving your word or making a social vow of marriage or a religious vow is a ritual of personal revelation. So, when a person breaks his word, that action reverberates for years within the psyche of the betrayed. It cuts to the soul. Fifth chakra vows are promises of the body, mind, heart, and spirit merged into one. Acts of soul retrieval or confession are also fifth chakra rituals in which the individual consciously calls back fragments of her spirit that have been out on negative missions such as telling a lie. The need to participate in such rituals for the health of one's spirit is recognized in some form by most spiritual traditions. The ritual of last rites, as performed in the Roman Catholic Church, acknowledges that the whole of one's spirit must be called back into the self prior to death so that the whole of one's being can move on to the afterlife. The inherent soul knowledge of the fifth chakra communicates to us that we must develop the strength to make choices that reflect who we are. We suffer deeply when our fifth chakra is controlled by someone else through social customs, restrictions, or tyranny, or by thought forms, superstitions, and emotional weight such as guilt. When that happens, we find ourselves living a life that serves the needs of others to the detriment of our own, and we must learn how to liberate our voice and spirit. Archetypes of the slave or servant hold the potential for liberation for those who must birth their own will, the spiritual equivalent of buying your freedom from servitude. You develop a powerful personal will by making choices that draw on both the desires of your heart and wisdom of the mind. In a physical setting, for example, your fifth chakra spontaneously organizes the manner in which you will communicate with others within that setting, helping you choose whether to be defensive or direct and open. Developing strengths to manage the power of will is perhaps the most difficult stage in the process of spiritual maturity. In all of life's interactions, we must make choices, and choices direct our spirit into action. All contracts draw us into at least one act of will. So, I am going to end here. Tomorrow, we will pick back up on the remaining 4 chakras, and we will continue to dive deeper as we review Sacred Contracts, Awakening Your Divine Potential by Miss Caroline Mace. Okay? So you guys have a good night. I hope that you are truly gaining some knowledge or more information about anything that I have discussed while going over and reviewing this book with you all. I found this book to be very, very helpful. It can be overwhelming if you don't take your time. So that's another reason why I break it down as much as I do, and I take moments or days before I post again, because I want everybody to really be able to sit with the information that I am sharing with you. Anyways, with all that being said, you guys have a good night. This is another episode of Sacred Contracts, if you will. I love you all, and until next time, take care.